We've all been there, standing at the edge of a precipice, staring into the abyss of uncertainty. A job loss, a broken heart, a health scare. Life's toughest moments have a way of shaking us to our core. They leave us feeling vulnerable, lost, and unsure of which way to turn. The world seems to shrink, its vibrancy fading into a dull ache. It's easy to succumb to despair, to believe that the darkness will consume us. But even in these moments of profound struggle, there is a flicker of hope, a whisper of resilience that urges us to keep going. It's in these darkest hours that we discover a strength we never knew we possessed, a capacity for love and compassion that defies the circumstances. We find that even as the world seems to crumble around us, we have the power to choose how we respond, to seek out the slivers of beauty that remain. The human spirit is remarkably resilient. It has an uncanny ability to find solace and meaning even in the face of adversity. We discover strength in vulnerability, wisdom in our pain, and an unyielding capacity for love and hope in the face of despair. Finding beauty in the toughest moments is not about denying the pain or pretending that everything is okay. It's about acknowledging the darkness while choosing to focus on the light that still flickers within. It's about recognizing that even in the midst of our struggles, life continues to unfold, offering us moments of grace, connection, and unexpected joy. This is where resilience takes root. It's the quiet determination to keep moving forward, one step at a time, even when the path ahead seems treacherous and uncertain. It's about embracing the messy, imperfect reality of life and finding the courage to believe that brighter days lie ahead. We all possess an inner alchemist, a hidden strength that allows us to transform pain into wisdom and heartbreak into compassion. Like the alchemist of old who sought to turn base metals into gold, we too have the power to transmute our experiences, to extract valuable lessons from even the most challenging situations. Consider the story of Malala Yousafzai, a young Pakistani woman who was shot in the head by the Taliban for daring to speak out in favor of education for girls. Instead of succumbing to fear and hatred, Malala emerged from this horrific experience as a global advocate for peace and education, her voice stronger and more determined than ever. Malala's story, like countless others, reminds us that adversity does not have to define us. We have the power to choose how we respond to life's challenges, to allow our experiences to shape us into individuals of greater strength, empathy, and purpose. Section 4. Resilience, the art of rising. Resilience is not a trait we are born with. It's a muscle we develop through practice, through repeatedly picking ourselves up after we fall. It's about learning to navigate the inevitable storms of life with grace, courage, and an unwavering belief in our own ability to overcome adversity. This doesn't mean that we should deny our pain or pretend that everything is okay. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or afraid. These emotions are a natural part of the human experience. The key is to not let these emotions consume us, to find healthy ways to process them and move forward. Resilience is about cultivating a deep sense of self-compassion, of recognizing that we are all works in progress, perfectly imperfect in our own unique ways. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a loved one going through a difficult time. Section 5. The Promise of Dawn. Even the darkest of nights eventually gives way to dawn. Just as the sun rises each morning, casting its warm rays across the land, so too will we find our way back to the light. It may not happen overnight, and the path may be winding and uncertain, but the promise of brighter days is always there, beckoning us forward. This is not to say that the pain will magically disappear. The scars of our past may always be with us, but they do not have to define us. They can serve as reminders of our strength, our resilience, and our capacity for growth. The beauty of life lies not in the absence of darkness, but in our ability to navigate through it, to emerge from the other side transformed, our hearts filled with gratitude for the lessons learned and the strength we have gained along the way. Section 6. Embracing the imperfect journey. Life is not a straight line from point A to point B. It's a messy, unpredictable, and often chaotic journey filled with unexpected twists and turns. There will be moments of joy and moments of sorrow, times when we feel lost and uncertain, and times when we feel like we're exactly where we're supposed to be. The key is to embrace the journey in its entirety, to accept the good with the bad, the light with the darkness. It's about recognizing that our struggles, our imperfections, and our vulnerabilities are not something to be ashamed of, but rather an integral part of what makes us human. It's in these moments of shared humanity that we find connection, compassion, and a sense of belonging. We realize that we are not alone in our struggles, that everyone carries their own invisible burdens, and that even in the midst of our own pain, we have the capacity to offer love, support, and understanding to others. Section 7. A tapestry of strength and beauty. Life is a tapestry woven from threads of joy and sorrow, love and loss, triumph and adversity. It's the interplay of these seemingly opposite forces that creates the rich, complex, and ultimately beautiful fabric of our existence. When we embrace the entirety of our experiences, the good and the bad, the light and the dark, we open ourselves up to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We develop a resilience that allows us to weather life's storms with grace and emerge from the other side stronger, wiser, and more compassionate individuals. So, the next time you find yourself facing a difficult moment, remember that you are not alone. You have within you the strength, the resilience, and the capacity for love to navigate through the darkness and emerge into the light. Embrace the journey, my friend, for it is in the imperfections that we discover our greatest strength and beauty.